Hello friends. At the outset, I wish to apologize, a big sorry, because many of y'all, after watching my video, when I was talking about when a dasha, I mean to say Mahadasha, begins, and if you want to know whether this particular dasha is going to be favorable or not favorable, and if favorable, to what extent. I think many of you have written to me, commented also that they are confused. Okay, I accept the responsibility that maybe I couldn't explain to you. So to make it more clear, I am here with a chart as an explanation so that you understand how are you supposed to look at your horoscope. Yesterday I explained to you there are two horoscopes or two charts that you have to refer to. D1 chart where it is always mentioned as Lagna, and the other is the moon chart. Now I will explain to you, I'll go very slow, even if the video becomes a little longer. Let us understand how to look at it. Now in front of you, this is the Lagna chart. I have written over here ASC, which is an ascendant, and I have written over here Lagna. This is called the D1 chart. You forget about this chart completely now. Don't consider this chart at all. This is a horoscope of a person where number 7 is written, which means it is the Lagna or the ascendant is Libra. In Hindi, we call as Tula Rashi. Now, this person was born with moon in the 5th house where it is written 11 number, which simply means this is a Aquarius person with the Aquarius sign. Now Aquarius sign, as you know, in the year 2020, on the 24th of January at around 12 o'clock, I repeat, on the 24th of January at 12:20, I have considered from the place where I live, that is in Pune. Now, Saturn entered from Sagittarius to Capricorn. This is a Capricorn sign. Now, you know that Sadasati begins when 12th from the moon, this is the 12th from the moon, this is 12, 1, 2. 12th from the moon, Sadasati begins. Now I want to know, for this person, the Sadasati is going to be good or it is not going to be good. So this is the chart. Similarly, you have to open your chart and make sure where is your moon. Your moon could be here, anywhere. Okay? On that day, on the 24th, when Saturn at 12:20 entered into the sign of Capricorn from Sagittarius, already there was moon at 2.27 degrees. That means Saturn entered into Capricorn and moon was already sitting over there, which means for Aquarius, Saturn entered into the 12th house and the moon is in the 12th house. Correct? Okay. Now what we have to do, I have to make a moon chart. Now how do I make a moon chart? Simply the 11 number over here will go over here. So you will either rotate like this or rotate like this, but you have to bring your moon on top. Now if you bring your moon on top, what will happen? The 10 number over here will appear over here, right? So I wanted to do it in front of you so you understand. Here it is the 12th house. Now you will see that Saturn is over here along with moon, right? Now I explained to you yesterday in my last video that if moon happens to be from its own position. Now what is the own position? When you were born, moon was in 11, which I have brought it on top. Now from its position, if it is into 1, 6 and 11, it is the full good result called as Swarna, gold feet. If it is into 259, it is Chandi or silver. If it is in 3, 7, 10, that is 3, 7, 10, it will become copper or tamba. If it is 4, 8 and 12, 4, 8 and 12, it will become, what did I say? It will become loha or iron. I even told you this is excellent, this is good, this is moderate and this is bad. But you must be wondering, for the Aquarius, this moon entered into the 12th house could be bad. But let me tell you one thing. In the Narayana Murti system, I understand that if this is the case, okay, Saturn is always related to metal and that to iron. Few of the astrologer and few of the other group of astrologers have got a very controversial version on it. Few of them, and I have even read in some of the books, they say the iron pad or iron feet is considered to be good. And if it is not good, it is going to be neutral because Saturn is always iron. This is only to do with Saraswati. I am not talking about any other thing. Right? Now, I will go back and explain to you once again. So, if it is a Saraswati, this is how the method that you will do. Now, if it is maybe Jupiter, okay, maybe it is Mercury. But I told you we are going to look at the slower planet, Rahu. We have to see when Rahu Dasha began. In your birth chart, you have to consider your moon first. That when Rahu Dasha started, or Shani Dasha started, or Jupiter Dasha started. See, there are many websites where you can find out on, first of all, when the Dasha will start, it is given in your horoscope that this is the day when the Dasha starts. Now, you asked me in one of the comment, from which time are we supposed to consider? Obviously, the Dasha would start at your birth time. Because you were born and that would be considered as a birth time. That is the Dasha you will consider as a time of the starting of Dasha period. On that day, at around that time, 1 or 2 hours here and there is not going to make any difference because moon remains in one sign for 54 hours in one Rashi. Unless, unfortunately, in the rarest of the rare case, if your moon is at 29.59, which means it makes a difference in say 4 to 5 minutes, which is a very rare case. Only then you can fall into, like, there would be a lot of calculation to be done. Otherwise, don't worry. Just consider the day when it starts and look at where moon is placed. Now, when you know where moon is placed, check, always put your moon over here. That means your birth moon will go over here and then see where the moon is. Here. And then you apply this calculation. It's simple as that. Fine. I hope now that this is the second video on the same topic, and this is especially because I felt yesterday that there were a lot of comments coming and maybe I was not very clear about it, and I understand because we have put so many years to understand this, and it's a big ocean. I'm still learning. There are many concepts which is not very clear with me as of now. So we still break our head over it. So this was all I wanted to share with you. This is the reason why I took time and I made this or I'm here to give this explanation to you. Sorry once again if there was any confusion. And now consider this and now calculate your D1 chart, Lagna chart, and see where the moon is there. Rotate and bring the moon in the first house, and then see where the moon is there as of when the dasha started on that day. Forget about the time also. Moon could be 6-7 hours here and there. Don't worry about it. And consider your birth time as the time when the dasha will start for you. Yeah. Thank you so much.